Hello, people. How's everybody doing? Hope you're doing well. A little bit of a late night chat, but I just got some information. I've only seen one report on it so far, and that is the little missing girl, Lina Khil, out of San Antonio. She was a refugee for from Afghanistan, and she went missing back in December of this past year. And we have some good news, somewhat good news on that, I guess you could say. Although they have not found Lina yet, they have made an arrest. So that is wonderful, wonderful news. So I'll just go ahead and put that out there. And then the second thing we'll be talking about, there is a 16-year-old covered by WJHL that is charged with murdering a grandmother and an 8-year-old, cute little 8-year-old. It's very sad, and he did it with a hammer. So it's not going to be a very long live, but I wanted to bring that to you guys and just say hello and thank you for your support. I know that there has been a lot going on in the YouTube streets. However, we will always try to rise above it and do better and be better. So I had, yeah, I'll talk about that later, but let's keep comments respectful to creators and that may have said some things, done some things recently about, saying things about me and stuff. We don't sit and gossip for hours on this. There's way too much work to be done, in my opinion, and there is way too many kids that are abused, missing, and need our help. So we have to keep our eye, we have to be very clear-eyed about it. So, yes. So, anyway, I wanted to show you guys this very quickly. I do appreciate you guys coming in here very late. But let me just show you guys who Lina is if you guys don't know. This is beautiful little Lina. And look at that smile. Just an infectious smile, right? San Antonio. Thank you, Shelly. You're very kind. I appreciate that. It's great to see all of you guys, and thank you tremendously for your support. And thank you for just being here. For the reason why we all should be here and remain here is for victims. So, but yeah. Anyway, she is definitely a beautiful little soul. San Antonio. My family lives in San Antonio. I lived in San Antonio for about almost a year for good times in San Antonio when I was much younger. But she went missing on December 20th, and she was thought to be in grave danger. I mean, just, what's Like button is lonely, Earthbound, Nomad said. Thank you, Earthbound. Appreciate you. Oh, that's nice. I love San Antonio. It's a great place. Um, but her family came here from Afghanistan, uh, trying to live the American dream, right? Which is what we are so lucky, blessed to be here in the United States, right? Yes, there is new news, Lulu. Absolutely. There has been an arrest made, and this is just breaking just recently. I've only seen a couple articles maybe about it. Thank you for real. I appreciate it. Thank you, Blue Eyes. But she was last seen December 20th in a playground, and her mom had just kind of stepped away for a minute, and she was playing with other kids, and she basically turns around and she's gone. um she's it's really sad. They're from Afghanistan. Afghanistan is a very, very poor country. It's obviously it's had its troubles over the millennia, really. um she was wearing some small gold earrings and a piece around her neck, uh known as the Tawaz, which is the verses of the Quran. um it is typically worn for luck or protection. um like, my boys are half Pakistani, so when the children are like babies, they get these little baby gold baby bracelets. It's just a cultural thing. Oh, that's awesome, Morgan. So I definitely know about that. So yes, an arrest has been made with um, little Lina. We still have no information on who it was, where it was, um, if she's okay, if they know where she is. I will say that her mother and father have really obviously struggled tremendously with the loss of their missing daughter. You know, there has been a huge, extraordinarily huge reward. I think it was like well over $100,000. They did cancel her Amber Alert, which is interesting. It could be because they know information, or well, I mean, obviously they know information if they've arrested somebody. They've had enough probable cause to make an arrest, right? Um, but the family has been harassed greatly, um, for whatever people's reasons or intentions. Um, they had a man stalking the family, and they had to call the cops. I do know that. But Lena's mother, yes, that's true. But the FBI did have the case for some reason. Um, they have just said it's so new, Lisa, right now, that all they have said is there is an arrest. That's all. They haven't said what the arrest is. There's been no reports on what the arrests are. But I did hear someone say that we hope she is still able to come home. So that makes me wonder, was this a child, um, like a traffic, God forbid, situation? Or, who knows what these crazy individuals who do these things. Yes, guys, if y'all hit the like button, I would definitely greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Who knows, what the intentions were. But Lina's mother is pregnant, and she is due to have her new baby in about 3 weeks. Afghanis generally have a very large family. Not so much in the United States. We don't have as big of families as we used to, because really the price of living. So thank you, Morgan, for being here. I appreciate it. Yes, when man gets home one day after and pounded on his door. Khil said he called the police, who at one point arrested the man, but he later returned. Yes, I mean, it's been really bad. So imagine, it's very bittersweet for this family. They're having a newborn child, but they are missing a child. That's a great way of putting it, Lulu. Oh my God, big sister Lina needs to be home. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Hopi. Good to see you. So, no. There has been an arrest, not pertaining to the harassment or anything. There has been an arrest with a disappearance or something to that effect. We still don't know exactly what this person is arrested for, but they're just saying we still hope that she makes it home. So we will definitely be following that for sure. Now, yeah, definitely bittersweet. Okay, now I want to tell you guys about another. That there has been an arrest for harassment. Yes, that is true, but there has also been, yes, there has been an arrest for harassment. Hold on, let me see here. But there has also been another arrest with the interest or someone doing something. They don't say kidnapping. They don't say. No, I think it said, if I hold on. I just pulled up the story. I see you just said it was for just harassment. If it's just for harassment, well, I mean, it's not just for harassment, but I just paid 99 cents for this story because it wouldn't, the ad kept coming up. Hold on. 1 second. Where's my phone? Give me 2 seconds. If I got this wrong, I'm gonna. Jesus Christ! It is for harassment. Oh my God! I got to change my cover. Hold on. For harassment, guys. I'm so sorry. I thought it said. Luckily, I took a screenshot of it. I just had to pay 99 cents for that. Okay. All right. Anywho, so they're being harassed, which is not good. Which it makes you wonder if this was could this guy be related? Like, why would someone just stalk them for that? So let me. Oh God, I almost completely exit out of my live. Yeah, I've made my share of mistakes. That's for certain. Okay, so here we go. Here is little. Let me exit out of these 1 second. You see these two, how, beautiful souls. Tennessee, not far from the Wells, I don't think. It's Greene County, Greene County. Yes, that is the problem. That's the problem with a lot of things right now, it seems. Yeah. Thank you. I see you. Hello, Stephanie. Good to see you. Greene County, Tennessee. So Sherry Cole and Jesse Allen. A 16-year-old is charged with murder after a 59-year-old woman and her 7-year-old grandson were found dead outside the woman's home in April 25th. The TBI, they investigated. They found Sherry Cole and Jesse Allen dead. The Greene County Sheriff's Department responded to the home. And let me see if I can actually look it up. The home, which I'll show you. I already have a picture of the house, so it'll be okay. It was reported that there was a double homicide. The 16-year-old, who's still a kid, right? They're going to be trying this 16-year-old as an adult because of the heinous way that the 16-year-old murdered Sherry Cole and Jesse Allen. He murdered them with a hammer. That is a very cold, very personal very personal way to murder someone. It's like with, people with a knife, right? That's a very personal way. You're very up close to the person. And yeah. So I'll show you guys some video on this shortly. But there was a 25-year-old and a 35-year-old reportedly witnessed the attack uh, from outside. The investigators, they found puddles of blood and assorted tools, some of which were covered in blood. They are the little boy's school, which is Falls Branch School. He was a student there. The principal, Dr. Jim Warnick, told WJHL, quote, "Jesse was a very happy student. He loved Falls Branch School. He loved the teachers here, and our teachers loved him." It's very sad. Students at the school have also been drawing and writing cards to Alan's grandpa and Cole's husband, Bill Cole. Just terrible. Very terrible. I'll show you this. Kills me. He was known as a very happy child, a happy student.
Continues to mourn the loss of one of their students. That's where we start. News Channel 11 at 5. I'm Josh Smith.
I'm Sarah Diamond. Take a look at a photo of Jesse Allen. He was a first grader at Fall Branch School. The community will rally tomorrow for a fundraiser at the school to raise money for his surviving family members. Jesse died alongside his grandmother, Sherry Cole, at their home in Limestone, the victims of a double homicide April 24th. A 16-year-old suspect has been charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder in their deaths. Investigators call it premeditated and intentional. Ashley Sharp was at Fall Branch School today. She shares how the community is remembering the child and why they're coming together tomorrow to raise money for his family.
They didn't seem like they had much money. One second, please. Yes, it was a 16. Sorry. One second. I'm sorry. God. Okay. Sorry about that. Yes. So they don't have a lot of money, so the school was helping them raise money for the funeral expenses. Yes, I see you. This is in the same area that WJHL covers, so you would assume it is very, very close. And I remember hearing Falls Branch too somewhere. Yeah.
At Fall Branch School, the loss of student Jesse Allen, just 7 years old, weighs heavy. Jesse, forever a part of the Fall Branch School community.
We definitely will miss him, but he'll always be with us in our hearts.
A painting of the child's on display behind Principal Jim Warnke's desk, a reminder of his sweet spirit.
Jesse was a very happy student. He loved Fall Branch School. He loved the teachers here, and our teachers loved him.
That love remains, and the memories a comfort during hard times.
He'd come through the car line every morning. I'd greet him with a smile on his face, ready to go for the day. This was really at home, away from his home.
He was a great kid.
Jenna Grills is part of the school's PTO, organizing a fundraiser to be held in Jesse's honor tomorrow.
He was one of our own. It's a very tight-knit community, and we all rally when everybody needs it.
Here at the school's baseball field, barbecue, hamburgers, hot dogs, and more will be for sale Saturday for lunch and dinner from noon to 6. And as for all proceeds,
it's going straight to the family for whatever they need. I mean, that's the least we can do, is to show support.
A community in mourning reminded that they are stronger together.
We've all had to pull together, and I can't thank enough our community for their strength and their support. Because it's really brought us closer.
In Fall Branch, Ashley Sharp, News Channel 11.
The barbecue fundraiser starts tomorrow at noon and continues through the afternoon.
So, was there an echo there? I don't know if I had it muted or not. That is a good question. If that would be the one the school summer would go to. It's 36 minutes, about 36 miles away, so probably not, I would say. But Falls Branch, anybody who's in that area, Falls Branch School, 100%. I see you. Can you tell our friend that I'm live? 100% of the proceeds to the Allen family from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. will it's okay, no worries. Will go to the family for their, I'm sure they're going to have a lot of expenses and a lot of I don't know, Stephanie, I was wondering about that. If there is, I'll put it in my community tab if people want to make donations directly to that. Then I'll see if there's like a GoFundMe or something, if there is one. So yeah, it's very, very tragic, to say the least. The juvenile is charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder in the double homicide. Here we go.
News Channel 11's Ashley Sharp is in Greene County outside the courthouse in downtown Greenville, where a closed-door hearing was held earlier today. Ashley, you have been able to learn a bit about what happened.
Josh, today the 16-year-old suspect was in Greene County Court for the first time for a juvenile detention hearing. Now today, Judge Kenneth Bailey decided that there is probable cause to keep that teenager locked up at this time. Now, we were not permitted to be inside of today's court hearing, but here's video from inside of the Greene County Juvenile Court from today, where Judge Bailey tells us that the state called 4 witnesses to the stand to give testimony. Now, following that testimony, Judge Bailey ruled that there is probable cause to believe that the juvenile committed these offenses, and he will remain in a juvenile detention facility pending his next court date. Now, as for what happens next, the district attorney has filed to have the 16-year-old suspect tried as an adult. The transfer hearing to decide if this case moves to adult criminal court is now set for August 23rd. While no attorneys directly involved with this case were able to speak with us after court today, we did speak to a Johnson City defense attorney who works with juveniles often. She tells us the court is complicated, and at a transfer hearing, 3 things have to be established by the state.
First, that the child committed the offense. Second, that they're not committable to a mental institution. And third, that it would serve the interests of the community for them to remain detained.
Again, for the first time, we now know officially the charges against this teenager are 2 counts of first-degree murder. As we have previously reported, court documents revealed the teen suspect admitted to investigators the day following these murders that he killed victims Sherry Cole and Jesse Allen with a hammer, and that he allegedly admitted to planning those crimes the day of. Now, if this case goes to trial in adult court, the highest possible sentence that the teen could face if convicted is life in prison without the possibility of parole. Now, we did speak with some family members who were leaving court this afternoon, none of whom wanted to speak with us on camera about court, obviously emotionally shaken up after this day.
You kind of wonder, like, I don't even know if he was related. Yeah. Yeah, Cinnamon. It's Greene County, Greene County. It's I think someone said it's about 36 miles. Oh my God, single mama 4. I did not know that. You knew them. It was premeditated. Do you know if the minor was related, was a neighbor? You can't post URLs outside of YouTube, correct? You can't, but it has to be a mod. Single mama 4. Do you know if he was related? Okay. Was he living in the home? I know there's a lot of sensitivities, obviously, if there's, a minor. Yeah, exactly, Cinnamon. That's what I was wondering. I'm like, because you see some kids that. First, is there do you guys hear like an air sound or anything? Let me know, because I have a fan on me right now. So if it's loud, let me know. Some kids will murder their parents if they don't get, like, you turn the internet off or something, right? And then sometimes there's just a lot of trauma and crazy things, going in the home. It's okay. Thank you, Iris. Thank you, single mom. So it's okay. Thank you, Jackie. We'll just have to kind of see. Yes, single mom for there was, because it happened, like, I guess outside, and I can't imagine those the poor neighbors. Yeah. Your AC sounds like a plane taking off. That's funny. I kind of needed that laugh tonight, to be honest. It's so bad this time of year at the end of school. So much emotions for teens just flying around. Yeah. When Jesse was younger, he was so cute and chubby. Oh, yeah. I'm really sorry. Do you know? I felt really bad for the principal, the teachers, the students. Thank you, Cinnamon. It usually comes down to lack for the age of 4. It can, yeah. I mean, it's, the first 4 years are the most important, but, it's the age old question, nature versus nurture. It can be sometimes in the middle, but, she's also a grandmother. There's a lot of grandparents raising children, especially nowadays. I was raised by my grandmother. Um, but grandparents are not supposed to raise grandkids. You're supposed to be enjoying, your older years. It's not that the grandparents would necessarily change raising their grandkids or anything like that, but they're older and it's harder for older people to raise kids. Sherry was taking care of Jesse, and I'm right. Yes. Oh, bless your heart, single mama 4. God bless you, Iris. Yeah, and it's hard, Um, the woman who's cut my hair for years and stuff. She has 4 grandkids right now, and she's older, and she wouldn't, she loves her grandkids with every fiber of her being, but it's hard physically on her. Yeah. I kind of thought that too, Lindsay. I was like, he didn't feel, he felt kind of like a relaxed principal, you know what I mean? Just like, and I kind of like that about him, to be honest. Almost all my 16-year-old daughter's friends are being raised by grandma. Wow. Oh my God, Stephanie. It's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. God bless you, good grandma. Sometimes the child still feels a rejection knowing their mother is not around no matter what. Yes. Of course, yeah, literally the worst thing that can happen to a child is, yeah. And abandonment issues, I mean, uh like I said, I was raised by my grandmother, but I had a lot of abandonment issues growing up. And it took me a long time to work through those issues. Exactly. Rejection, abandonment. Yes. Oh, teddy bear. Yeah. It does. It can affect your self esteem, your self worth, uh, trust issues, like trigger addiction issues. There's a lot. My grandchildren can't understand her daddy. My son is in jail and she wants to see her daddy. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of that. Yeah, you don't ever get over it, Patricia. Yeah. Um, but you learn what your triggers are, and that you're not your feelings. I think we have to also understand, we're not our feelings that were happening to us at the moment, right? That it's just a moment in time, it's a feeling in time, and we will move through it. Saw a program added yesterday focusing on 400,000 children. Holy moly. Mix-a-Lot. If you can find that, if you'll email me, I would love to look at that. I did as much raising my nephew. He's grown now and doesn't speak. I'm sorry, Jen. That has to be very hurtful. Yes. Yes. The a lot of our issues don't really come out, like with abandonment issues, with trust issues, with things like that, until we're grown up, or we're becoming a teenager, that kind of thing. Absolutely, Joy. I think that's very true. I always say, these children who, like, by society standards, that we would consider them, drug addict parents, like Don and Candace Wells, just really dead beat people, right? But to those kids, they love their parents with all their heart. It's still their parents, right? So it's just one of those things. I was a baby when I was adopted. I was 8 months old. I've always been wondering why. Also, I always wondering how I would turn out. Just one second, guys. Okay, sorry about that. Good grandma. But like, I don't I wasn't adopted per se. Like, I was raised with my grandmother, but it would be a different feeling, like not knowing who your parents. Oh, I don't got my camera on. Not knowing who your parents would be, maybe, you know. I feel like a failure. No, honey. No, it's not your fault. Uh, Once we become adults, we're responsible for the decisions we make. And for anyone who doesn't, think differently, their kids probably haven't grown up yet. Because, nobody wants their child to be in jail or anything like that. But, sometimes they make poor decisions, regardless of whether, these kids can come from, the richest of the rich or the poorest of the poor. It really, there is also situations in life that happens to people that are not fair, and they get caught up in things, and drugs happen. There's mental illness, that there's a lot of mentally uh, ill people in jail, and they've treated it with drugs, street drugs and that kind of thing, rather than um, through a doctor or through medication, therapy, whatever. Absolutely. Yes. And guys, we've all made our mistakes as well. Um, we've all made the mistakes. It's your son is an adult, and here you are worrying about him. It's being a parent, you worry whether and you feel guilty about something, whether you need to or not, right? Like, it just comes with being a parent. The age of a child doesn't matter. There's always your baby. I get it. Don't beat yourself up. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's how you learn, is when you make mistakes. But some people don't learn as quick, right? But I really believe that I try to really believe that we are all doing the best with the knowledge and wisdom that we have at this exact moment, at this exact mind frame that we're in, because we're in different mind frames throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the year, throughout the decade. You know what I mean? And sometimes peer pressure, it can be, you're tired and you make a bad decision, you're under the influence, that kind of thing. That's awesome. And they're lucky to have you as well, single mama 4. I am a twin, and we are like chalk and cheese. Patricia, what do you mean by that? I've never heard that. Chalk and cheese. Like, does that mean total opposites? Because my mom is a twin, and they are complete opposites. My boys are twins, and they are complete opposites. So, just curious. Like chalk and cheese, when I think of that, like they're completely different, right? So it's, what I think you mean. What's chalk and cheese? That's what I was asking. My children are 31 and 32, and I still worry about them every day. Like, I can't imagine like letting my kids drive. One of them made a bad life decision, but it didn't change how much I love her After prison at 18, she came home and we started fresh. That's good, Fluffy. Hello, vet girl. Good to see you. Late night, yeah. They arrested the stalker dude, Killer Looks? I am asking. Yes, they arrested the stalker dude. Yes. I thought there was an arrest with that. It is a British saying to show how different things, all those two things are. Really? You know, I'm going to ask. Well, my sister, she lives in Glasgow, Scotland. So I don't know if they say that there or not. Hey, Muscles. Unconditional love. You know, your child can be, you know, like people will say like if they do this or they're this way or whatever, you know, I'll stop loving them. Like I may not like every decision my kid will make when they get older, and I'll let them know probably, but I will always love them. That I mean, how can you turn love off for your child? I don't get it. I'm a Gemini. Just that mean I have a twin out there? I don't know. They say everybody has a twin, but they're called doppelgangers now, right? Doppelganger. I've got to change the title. I thought there was an arrest made to a kidnapping, but it was to stalking, just stalking. I thought there was. Anyway, I'm in Liverpool, but I do love Glasgow, where everybody is considered a wee bit hard. Yeah. So yeah, it's my little nephew. You know, he was born in Scotland, and he he's a little Scottish thing. It's, you know, it's not British. It's got a harder accent to it, right? Happy birthday to Patty and Pink. Is today your birthday? Is today your birthday? Happy birthday, Mr. President. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for that, Jury's Matter. I do appreciate the clickbait, you coming in here. You're very kind for doing that. Yes, I will do the right thing right after you are gone. And what is. Oh my god, I can't get. Okay. We don't have school tomorrow. And we got home very late from a concert that they were having. So one second. All right, guys. I have to jump off of here. So I love you all. Appreciate you all. I'm 29 again, of course. Stay 29 forever. Um, So love you all. God bless you all. I will fix this for the everybody and the troll. Love you all. We're going to be having some news coming out about. We're going to have some stuff, more research coming out about summer wells soon, hopefully, maybe tomorrow. So I just wanted to come on and say hi and give you some information. Love you all. Good night. Bye bye.